Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. This is Lighthouse, where we like the way. My name is Light, and I'd like to thank my A-team, my angels, archangels, my ascended masters, my ancestors, the divine, for allowing me to be a crystal clear channel. All right, this is a pretty crazy reading I got tonight. It is called the Government Watch Program. Okay, as usual, like I give you clues to help you figure out your piece of the puzzle. Set of pies, significant piece of pie, or just pies. And then they said pi, P-I, 3.14 is significant. Mathematician, geometry is significant. Sacred geometry. Gematria is significant. Like I tell you guys, signs, symbols. Look at the numbers, pay attention to the numbers. Even if you get a synchronicity, you're listening to a reading, pay attention to the time. Pay attention to the time on the counter is significant. It's at 1:12. All right, multiple tests are being done or have been done or are about to be done. Multiple medications given over time. They said adverse reaction is significant. Adverse reaction letter. Somebody was denied for something. X-ray is significant. X-ray machine, X-ray tech, X-ray vision. They said Apex Tech. They said Apex Tech, and they're showing me a lot of those technical schools certification. They said BOCES. Westchester BOCES, and then they show me BOCES in Dutchess County BOCES. And any type of like I said, they said Peace Corps, they said Job Corps. There you go, job training, job certification. And then they said like what are those classes? A job training program for low income or low or no income job training. Yeah, Job Corps, like I said. X-ray machine, X-ray tech, like I said, X-Men. X-ray vision. Brighton Beach is significant. Coney Island. Warriors. Luna Beach, La Luna. La Reina. And then they said Hell Real. Dead Man Walking. Dead Man Walking. What movie was that we was watching? The Green Mile. Dead Man Walking, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, The Running Man. They said Split. They said, there you go, The Split. And then they said Split T. And then they said Split Loyalties. There you go, The Split. This is where we are now. New timelines. Timeline split. Okay, Brighton Beach Warriors, they said from the top of the Bronx to the bottom of Brooklyn is significant. A train, C train, A, C, B, and D, and then they said the 1 train, the 9 train. I don't think that's running anymore. Well, 19 is significant, the number 19. Yeah, enlightenment. Coffin card for you guys, and the sun card for us. Yeah, like Brighton Beach, Coney Island, Luna Beach, La Luna, La Reina, Hell Rail, Dead Man Walking, Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, Fire Starter. They said the shop, Giving Drugs, the movie, the movie and the book, Fire Starter, the shop. They were given drugs, told that they were placebos. They said placemats, placeholders, and then they said seatfiller.com. The shop, given drugs, they were given drugs, they were told they were placebos and vice versa. Meaning you were told, you were also given placebos thinking that they were drugs, being told that they were drugs, and vice versa. Basket case is significant. The Fugees, The Score, 1408, the movie. Stephen King is always significant. Virgo, Odd Jobs, excuse me, doing odd jobs, or the store odd jobs. Ollie's, Big Lots, National Wholesale Liquidators. I haven't heard that in a long time. They said Crazy Eddie's, Crazy Joe. And they said Gotham City, Batman is significant. Ollie's, Big Lots, National Wholesale Liquidators, The Game, the documentary, Running. That's what we are doing, running. They said Chase is significant. And then they said Runner and Chaser. Chase Bank is significant. I could tell you all the time, stolen baby, stolen inheritance, adoptive parents, stolen records. You're not who you think you are. Go back to any one of my readings. You are not who you think that you are. And it's like I said in my couple of last readings, I said anybody else find out that they're not who they think they are. And it's not funny. It's not fun, and it's not funny. Pineapple is significant. Mango is significant. And then they said as a and then they show me white grape peach. So they're saying Garcia E. Vega. Hispanic, they said Hispaniola. And then they show me game greens, diamonds, all sorts of stuff like that. And mango, pineapple as fruit cocktail. And there you go. You've been getting drugged and getting cocktails, all sorts of I remember being taken to get testing done. God bless what I was actually getting done when they told me that it was being worked on my heart. I always had to have EKGs and X-rays and EKGs done. Let's see what else it says here. Running the game, the documentary, Running, illegally surveilled, illegal surveillance, COVID-19, and then they said COVID-20, COVID-19 and COVID-20. Dragon energy is significant. Dragon, like I always tell you, is the highest evolved energy on the earth, on the planet. The dragon is made up of different animals, different parts of different animals. And then they said Man's Best Friend, that movie. I'm gonna have to put that in my list as well. I haven't seen that in a minute. They said gene splicing, and eugenics is significant. Yeah, clone. They said clones and all sorts of crazy shit they got going on here. Same DNA. A lot of these celebrities and a lot of these people that look alike, and you know, you see them on social media. Oh, they look alike. Yeah, they look alike. They're same DNA. If you know, you know. A lot of people are under judgment right now. And then see, there you go, the strength card. They said the 800 block of a wherever is significant. But like we were 8 in the 80s. They said the harmonic convergence is significant. My take on things, a lot of West Indians, I don't know if Americans have them, left arm mostly, they have these big old marks on their arm from they said vaccinations, inoculations, right? When I look back and I do my own, this is not I'm not doing research, this is research up here. This is my take on things. I feel like these people always knew what the fuck they was doing. They knew that generation of parents, they knew that generation of parents would have this generation of light workers. And so when you put in those when you inject victims with God bless what the fuck is in those inoculations and vaccinations, you see what we're going through now. Demons, they turned them into fucking demons and zombie apocalypse. What the fuck you think is happening now? We're going for, they said round 2, fight. All these goddamn shots. You see everybody leaving the planet in soul groups. I already told y'all. And so obviously injection, they said LI, lethal injection. Somebody trying to get you in the hospital. This is what they're telling me. Somebody's trying to put you in the hospital. Obviously, if you need to be in the hospital, go there. But, you know, if you can have somebody stay with you that you can trust. Yeah, they're trying to keep you in the hospital so you can be injected. That's what happened with Bob Marley is what they're telling me. It said people around you, people that's supposed to be family, like I tell you all the time. People that's supposed to be around you and family protecting you is the people that's selling you the fuck out. And he's showing me this drawing of his. I can't remember. It's also an album cover, but he's on a white horse. I think he has on. He's on a white horse, and that's also significance spiritually. There's a sling around. They said anda me sling ting, anda me sling ting. Yeah, somebody who's been under medication and drugged and like I said, illegally medicated, illegally surveyed, illegal every fucking thing. So yeah, they want to take you out by lethal injection. The drawing Bob Marley showed me, he is on a white horse when he has he's slaying a dragon. He has a spear. He's slaying a dragon, and there's a sling around his soul, which is that's where they say the cancer started. That's where they injected his ass. This is what they're telling me. And you know what's funny? It's coming up right here in the notes. If you don't see me looking down, I'm just going off the top of the dome. It says 16 shots to the dome. True. They said true, but I didn't mean to say that. I said through the wire. Through the wire, Shaka Khan is significant. And they said, I got your phone tap. What you gonna do? They want they want you in a hot seat. Fire. Fire signs are always significant. Fire. It said fire and desire is significant. Let's see here, running the documentary illegally surveyed COVID-19 and 20. The year 19 and 20 is significant. 1920 and 2019 is significant. 1919 and 2020 is also significant. Through the wire, Shaka Khan. Through the fire, through the fire, Shaka Khan. Through the wire, Kanye West. And you see what happened to him, right? They wired his jaw shut. Through the wire, fire, through the wire and fire, Shaka Khan, Kanye. Riley is significant. Riley is a name. They said rock bottom. Maybe this Riley is rock bottom. I told y'all not to come for me. They said Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Somebody wanted you to take a walk on the wild side. They're telling me they're giving you drugs that oh my God, they show me those documentaries of when they give you drugs, housewives on LSD, housewives on acid, and give all these street interviews, Atlanta street interviews, all sorts of shit. They're also telling me to tell you guys, my daughters laugh at me all the time. I go through my social media with the shit on mute because I'm a clairaudient. So all of that extra noise, I tell you all the time, all that extra noise bothers me. If there's any extra noise in my energy field, if it's what's the word? If it's bullshit, then my head starts hurting me immediately. It's the vibration. Doesn't matter what you say. I tell you all the time. Listen, use discernment. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's where you can speak. Listen twice as much as you speak is what they're telling me to tell you guys, or at least have you remember. Rock bottom. Yeah, that somebody wanted you to take a walk on the wild side, wanted you to hit rock bottom. But guess what? We're rising to the top. They said cream of the crop. And then they said the field of dreams, the field of reeds. This is where we're here now. And you could have, they said, never could have imagined it. And then they said, who would have thunk it? Face pen is significant. Jamaica gets the crown, motherfuckers. I told you that. Okay, and I'm repping Jamaica no matter what. Even though the demons that I came from that bloodline, I'm a matriarch, the progenitor of new bloodlines that are healed. Okay, and I'm proud. Look at me, all this spell work that you guys are doing, throwing at me and my picnic. Look at me. You see what it's doing? You see how it's growing my hair? You see how it's shining my skin? They said shine and glisten. That's right. They said Faith's Pen, Flat Bridge, St. Anne, 9 Mile, Duns River Falls, Kingston, St. Mary, St. Catherine, St. Andrew. They said Harborview. Everybody's coming through this motherfucker. They said Clear, Cliff and Claire, the Huxtables, the Cosby Show. And then they said Lisa Bonet and Zoe. Yeah, Kingston, they said, say that again. Flatbridge, Face Pen, they said Pum Rock. If you know, you know. Face Pen, Flatbridge, St. 9 Mile. They said 8 Mile in Detroit. That's significant. Eminem. Yeah, M&Ms are significant. The letter 13 represents the divine feminine. The letter 13 represents the death card. Out with the old, in with the new. Duns River Falls, Kingston, St. Mary, St. Catherine, St. Andrew, Clarendon. They said Gaza versus Gully. That's definitely Jamaica. They said Mr. Andy. Top shotters. Top shotters are back. People of authority, trusted members. Trusted being in air quotes. Air signs are significant. All signs are significant. Or sign. They said outside. We back outside right now. St. Andrew, Mr. Andy. Mr. Andy. They said it's 3 months now. You not pay. You know Max. Didn't I tell you? Max, Taylor, Sam, and Alex. Or Sam, Taylor, Max, and Alex. How they always say it. Top shotters are back. People of authority, trusted members, parishes and counties, and they're saying any because I know Louisiana has parishes, Jamaica has parishes. I don't know what other counties said. The Geechee Gullah. It said Geechee versus Gullah, and then Gully versus Gaza. G, 4G, 5G. They said towers are significant. Cell phone towers. Towers meaning the number 16. And that's where we're at right now in the reading. 16. I'm just a messenger. This is alignment with the universe. These are not my messages. People of authority. Trusted members of the community. Parishes and counties. All states. All states. And then they said you're in good hands with all states. They show me that guy. Dennis Haysworth. What says that? Waiting to exhale. Some people are not going to be exhaled. They said some bodies, ooh, they said unsolved mysteries. Bodies are being exhumed. They said some people can't breathe because of that shit. You thought that, okay, I'm not going to get into that right now. I'm just reading notes tonight. I'll give you my opinions when I have time. When I pull the cards, I try to give opinions. They said somebody seeking opinion. And then they said seeking arrangement. All right. Yeah, they said you thought shit was sweet. That's literally what Melissa means. Okay? My pagan name, Melissa. It means honeybee. It means sweet. It means it's a Greek. There's a flower called Melissa as well. They're telling me to share that with you. They said sharing is caring. And then they show me Coke. Sharing a Coke with Melissa. And then they said somebody else is sharing Coke. But it ain't with me because they said I'm drug free, baby. Oh my goodness. Members, parishes, counties, all states, all countries, all cities, all towns, all hamlets. They said the Jamaica Tourist Board is significant in all tourist boards. Sandals, hedonism, cruises. This person, they said cruising, Smokey Robinson cruising, D'Angelo. They said glass bottom boat, water boat, and then they said motorsport. Glass bottom boats, water sports is significant. Canoe, like I said in the last reading, maybe this person, they said Clearwater, Florida, or maybe they said Clear View, and then they said Harbor View. Maybe this person lives where there is water, or in their emotions. You can't. They said you thought shit was sweet. You thought you didn't realize fat meat was greasy, and then they said the chickens are coming home to roost. So I don't know, baby. This person lives on a farm. They said, I want my babe. Pig in the city. Glass bottom boat, something about air quality. Remember when they said that the air quality is fucked up? Somebody needs a humidifier and that other thing. A humidifier and a dehumidifier. A vaporizer. Harley Quinn novels, and then they said Harley Quinn and the Joker. Romance, Harley Quinn romance novels, Harley Quinn, the Joker. They said Herrera as the last name, Soto, Diaz. Whew, here we go with the names. Herrera, Soto, Diaz, DaCosta, Morris. They said DaCosta. Yeah, you about to pay DaCosta of coming for a golden child. Morris, Rivera, Bailey, Daily. They said I sips on the blunts, he smokes I sip what? I sip on the wait, he smokes on the blunts, I sip on the Baileys on the rocks. Okay. Drinking and thinking, they said. Drinking and thinking. And somebody needs to stop drinking, that's what they're telling me. Okay, Harley Quinn. Well, Quinn is the last name. They said the Mighty Quinn. Herrera, Soto, Diaz, DaCosta, Morris, Rivera, Bailey, Daly, Hernandez. It said Guerra. Aryan Nation is significant. Panthers, Crips, Bloods, Latin Kings, Triads, Yakuza, and all gangs and you know, like I said, covens, corporations, communities, groups, crews, and then they said Cruz as a last name, CREWS, CRUISE, and then somebody's going on a cruise, like I said, sandals and hedonism. That's where we're going. We're going to heaven while you guys are going to hell. They said rags to riches. They said the Tuskegee Boulevard, Tuskegee Airman medical experiments. Like I said, medical experiments going horribly wrong. They said the projects were an experiment that failed and continue to fail. Medical experiments. They said Mai, and then they said Maya, Maya, and then they said Maya was awakened in Hawaii. That's what they're probably saying, Mai. I meant to say Maya. They said Maya was awakened in Hawaii. A lot of people need to understand. They said Hawaii, the floods. A lot of people, a lot of souls come onto the planet. You come onto the planet as a soul group. You leave the planet as a soul group. Obviously, you come onto the planet individually, but within a soul group. However, you can leave the planet as a soul group collectively, as you saw, like the Mayan, the Hawaii earthquake, fire, floods that's happening, the floods in Libya. It's fucked up, but the earth has to clean itself. The earth has to clean itself. Out with the old, in with the new. Maya awakened in Maui. Your birth certificate is wrong. Like I said, stolen baby, stolen child, adopted child, forged documents, altered medical records, people having siblings that they didn't know passed away before they were born, or got sold, or died, or was killed, or was pushed. They said pushed, slipped, fell, accident. It said slip and fall. Well, there you go. Your birth certificate is wrong. Stolen baby, stolen stolen baby, stolen child, adopted child, forged documents, altered medical records. And if I don't know, for some people who don't listen to all my videos, parents taking medication, adopted parents taking medication, you were taking medication, you didn't know about it. Your parents are adopted. Your parents are not your parents. You didn't know about it, but you did know about it. Some people knew, some people don't. Some people are finding out now, like me. Forged documents, altered medical records, and some people work in medical records, and some people work in the medical field, like I used to. Fields as a name, like I said. And then they said fields in the computer. Somebody does data entry, work with medical records, data entry, Scrubs, they show me. And then they said Scrubs and ER is a TV show, and wherever. Hospital. Some people have to have hospital access, because how the fuck else are you going? It's a network of fucking people. A network of fucking lawyers, judges, a network watching you all your fucking life. They said swatch watch, and then they said people, they said paint, and then they said swatches, paint, swatches of paint, swatches of material. We're creatives. We're they said heretics, Gnostics, philanthropists. We are Renaissance. They said the Harlem Renaissance is significant. Let's see what else it says. Private boarding, it says private school, boarding school, charter school, schools, nuns, Lutheran and Catholic schools, and whatever kind of schools that, whatever denomination they're saying, church schools. Nuns were handlers, priests were groomers, or nuns were nuns and priests were groomers and handlers. We'll just put it that way. Petty, they said some of them were petty, some of them were not. They said Teddy, and Teddy Roosevelt. Theo is is as a name, Teddy, and then they said Theo. Like I said, the Huxtables, Cliff and Clear. Yeah, definitely. They said Rudy, Theo came up, Cliff and Clear came up before, Lisa Bonet came up before. They said Raven Simone, definitely the Cosby Show. They said Long Island and Brooklyn is significant. And of course, Tunnels. The Tunnels, the club, they said the Tunnels Speed. Like I said, Tunnels Speed. Look, man, listen. Mark, look at the names of the fucking clubs. Tunnel, Speed, 21 fucking 12. Mars 2112. I don't know about clubs out here that said Privé and all this shit. Hidden in plain sight. Like I tell you, ain't no fucking, there are no coincidences. Mohawks. It said Chief Woodenhead. Harleys, riding Harleys in Hawaii. Military bases, underground. It said Cheyenne, Wyoming, Wisconsin, Fargo, the Dakotas, North Dakota, South Dakota. North Kakalaki and South Kakalaki. The Carolinas, that is. For y'all who don't speak Ebonics, they said. The Carolinas, they said Fond du Lac. Wisconsin, Fond du Lac. They said Merrick Boulevard, Merrick as a last name. They said Skowhegan, Maine, M-E. Perry, Derry. They said Gary, Indiana, 2300 Jackson Street. They said Blaine, M-N. I'm taking, that's Minnesota. They said Minnesota Twins, Minnesota Vikings. Elbow Lake, Minnesota. Mankato, Minnesota. And then they said the Catskills, Peekskill, Fishkill, the Poconos Mountain, Lehigh Valley, Monticello, New York. Monticello Avenue. They said mozzarella cheese is significant. Pizza, Little Caesars is significant. And then they said Nevada. And they say Vegas. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. They said MGM 12. Like I tell you, pay attention to the numbers. They shut this shit down. 12 casinos. Ginger. They said Ginger and Sam Rothstein. Take my dough. They said, I guess I'm like Sam Rothstein. And you, Ginger, take my dough and spend with the next nigga. Okay. Biggie. Monticello, New York, Monticello Avenue, both C's. Like I said, Job Corps, Peace Corps. I said that earlier. They said SUNY, S-U-N-Y, and CUNY, C-U-N-Y. Watertown, New York, PK, BK, Poughkeepsie, BK, Brooklyn, New York. It says SUNY Plattsburgh, and then, what is it, SUNY Oswego, or one of them. They said SUNY Purchase. Yeah, you purchasing a whole bunch of karma for coming for us. That's what the fuck you purchasing right now. Watertown, New York. They said the Skykill, in PA, and then they said PacSun Journeys. Yeah, we're taking a journey, and you're mad. You got to pack. Some people are leaving. There you go. PacSun and Journey. It's time for us to go. 6 of Wands and 6 of Swords. New York, PK, BK, SUNY Plattsburgh, Bueller. They said Bueller. What was this? Project X. There you go. Monkeys, projects. We are project experiments that failed. X-Men. Bueller. They said Ferris Bueller. Matthew Broderick is married to what's her name? Sex in the City. Sarah Jessica Parker. They said somebody didn't know that. They said Mormons are significant. 7-day Adventists. They said knocking on your door, coming. TV evangelists is significant. It said 7-day Adventist, Fortuna Beach, Hawaii 5-0, and the show, both of them, the remake. They said Nogales. It said Polizia and Policia. So that sounds like French, German. Like I said, all states. You're in good hands with all states. 7-day Adventist, Fortuna Beach, Hawaii 5-0, Nogales, border, Mexico, Tex-Mex, and Tex-Tex and Tex-Mex. Like I said, some of these videos are whole videos. Some of them are notes, written down notes, just to keep you, helping you with these puzzle pieces. I hope you guys are well. See you guys next video.